What's going on YouTube? Trucking the Life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and gals and gals. Yeah. One thing I want to say to drivers out here who did out here in this trucking industry for whatever length of time you've been out here, you should see a trend with this. Like unless you plan on going all the way with this. When I say going all the way, I mean like you want to make a career out of it. You want to get somewhere, either by A, getting planted somewhere they got room for growth. B, grow your own company to a point where you want to be able to do different things and eventually, spread out, do other things, Or if you just want to be a one-man show of making a hustle truck and hustle to get to your next move, but you gotta have a plan. I say this so many times in my videos, guys, but the strike for the ports, whatever, the port strike. It's already recession, right? And I ain't mad at the guys who striking. This ain't about the people who striking. They striking because they either not getting enough money, they not getting what they don't feel like they getting what they deserve, they just do. Which I get it. A lot of these guys work hard. A lot of Mr. Crane dudes ride off on me a lot, or ride off on a lot of drivers a lot. They still be putting in a lot of hours. I'm actually cool with a couple of Mr. Crane dudes, and they put in like 12-hour shifts. Some guys tell me they're doing straight time. I don't know. No overtime. Like they get overtime after so many hours. So them guys putting in work. But with a recession on top of a strike, if you want to kill the industry, this will definitely do it. Truckers already getting lowballed in the race right now. The work is so iffy right now. You put a strike on top of that, not only is it going to affect us, it's going to affect the general public. Like the people in the stores got to pay more for their stuff now, because they're going to say, well, we don't have the goods and services coming up because they held up in a freaking port somewhere. So we got to charge more for this product right here. I'm gonna say this, with all of this trucking stuff, with all this whatevernism I call it, you always gonna have people striking. You always gonna have people not getting paid they just do. You always gonna have greedy people in place. You always gonna have something going on which will cause a problem for the driver. Now imagine, it ain't got nothing to do with the general public, like the truck drivers per se, or the general public per se, but we gonna pay the price because somebody want to be greedy. And yes, I did say it, somebody wants to be greedy. So pay these people their money, man, or just give them more benefits, or give them whatever, man. Just make it reasonable. Don't get me wrong. I know some employees be kind of greedy, but if you got a strike like this, where everybody come together, no, it's across the board. They not getting their fair and just due in their eyes. And you got somebody sitting in the office somewhere, probably in a house, overlooking a golf course, talking about, we not paying no more money, we'll take it to court. Well, and your judgment, or their judgment, is like, it's like crippling the economy. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. Some people say, well, we the boss. We you gotta look from an owner perspective. Owner don't want to take a loss because they pay his workers so much. They'll cut to their bottom line. A lot of times the strikes will end up happening is strike starts, they go into the negotiating table, they're going back and forth, and they come to a medium, right? They end up coming to a medium. All the strikes I've seen, they come to a happy medium, right? You'll come to that medium anyway. All this delayed time, now you didn't cripple the economy because you guys are just whatever. That's why I tell people on YouTube. That's why I tell you guys that, man. I wouldn't just depend on trucking unless you want to go all the way with it. You gotta have another source of income. And don't get me wrong, for those who don't know my channel too well, I don't do ports. I do intermodal rail yards. But we've been affected too, because a lot of stuff we get on our domestic side now, like I was on the 40 and 20 export side, a lot of them boxes got a lot of freight that the local domestic people haul, which is us, or some intermodal guys do 40, they do import. They haul stuff that come from overseas through the port too. So if the port is held up, a lot of them 40 and 20 guys right now in the rail yard, they finna feel all of that. We gonna feel it too, But they gonna feel all of that because a lot of stuff it comes from the boat to the port on the train. Sometimes it goes to another rail yard. Sometimes it goes from the port to the Mr. Crane dude to a truck to a customer. But a lot of them boxes go to they go on back on the train and they go to like another rail yard. Either way it go, it's a chain reaction. That's what I'm saying. All because somebody don't want to pay the money. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay fair wages. They don't want to. That's equivalent to like when I see guys that are working like Ford, GM. A lot of them guys strike a lot too. They just had I think Ford had a strike probably like last year. This video, it lasted, I don't know how long it lasted. It lasted a nice little minute. United people didn't make no money in that time period that's on the strike. So they had to stand for something to let them guys know, hey look, we gotta do something better than this because this ain't working. United people was struggling right now. They're trying to play catch up from then. And also too, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure they get back pay. It's just the mere fact that you gotta strike because they slave labor, man. Like they working you to the bone and not paying you just due. Overtime after like 80 hours, do you get overtime? I'm just saying, I ain't saying that's the case. But you got people that strike because of stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And not only do it affect them, the ports is already slow and the motor's already slow. You put this on top of that, you finna kill it. You finna kill a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. And people that was on intermodal or port work, depends on how long the strike lasts. I don't know if the strike will be over by the time this video come out, but it depends on how long it lasts. Everybody not gonna sit around and just go down with the ship. Everybody gonna find something else to do. Now you're gonna lose drivers. They quote unquote is a driver shortage, quote unquote. I think it's a driver underappreciated. A driver knowing their worth and they leaving the industry. I think it's a driver knowing that there's some BS that come along with this game. A lot of times people don't want to deal with that. They may deal with it for a little bit. Once they get a better situation, they gone. And you tell them, why we can't keep drivers? Because y'all underpaying us. We just don't go on strikes because there's too many independent thinkers out here. There's no wrong being an independent thinker, but there's too many people out here that got their own situation, independent situations. And it's hard to get a collective of truck drivers to go on strike. You may get a patch of people here, a group of people there, but to get the whole nation of truck drivers to shut down, I doubt that happened. And I ain't been a negative Nancy, I'm just saying, because you got people that's on selfish agendas. Like, if you shut down, let's just say owner operators, right? I got my little one truck, you got your one truck, you got his like 10 trucks, you got his 6 trucks. They say the six truck guys will say, it's time to shut down. Imagine they had 6 trucks running for like the last, I don't know how many years. So they probably had a good chance of stacking some more money than the guy with one truck. So now my situation ain't looking like your situation. So as long as I probably go probably is 1 month, if I'm happy, if I'm lucky. But I go without income. But you probably go about 6 months because you probably just stacked enough money over your multiple trucks over the years. So you can last a little longer. You can wait out a little longer. But a guy like me, a guy like that guy, we can't last that long. So you get some guys that say, man, yeah, go on strike, man. Yeah, go on strike. They thinking their man is more work for me because he going on strike. That's 6 trucks I ain't got to think about. That's 6 trucks I don't have to think about. That's why a lot of us don't unite, because everybody on their own independent thing. And I get it. Everybody's situation is different. Somebody may be behind on child support. Somebody may be behind on a mortgage or something, or taxes. They can't take a strike. They got to get caught up. And I don't care what you're talking about. I got my own personal situation. I ain't trying to go to jail. So I'm going to keep running for peanuts until I can't run no more. That's usually how it goes. So back to the strike. It's always going to be something in this business, guys. Whether it's a strike, whether it's a shortage, whether people quitting, whether the rail yard's shutting down, whether the port shutting down, whether the upper management and ports or whatever doing what they do, you have to make sure you look out for you. You got to make sure you create other streams of income. You got to make sure you got other things going on. So when they do strikes like this, you got other things going on. You ain't sitting around, hope they come off that strike soon. No, you got to get hustle mode, man. Once you get in hustle mode, get in strategy mode. Once you get in strategy mode, come up with a plan and start executing. And here's one more thing, guys, before I get off here. Here's the thing. I thought about this too. I thought this for a while too, but I realized that ain't the case. Just because you got a plan that don't mean it's gonna be pretty. As a matter of fact, it may be real ugly executing that plan. But guess what? You gotta do it. I'm gonna give you an example right quick. You may say to yourself, you know what? After 6 months, I'm gonna step out the truck, I'm gonna start my new career somewhere else, and then I'm just gonna work there for like another year. I'm gonna stack enough money, I'm gonna become a millionaire, and then I'm gonna retire in the island somewhere, and then everything will be good. Everything will be good to go about 2 years. That's how I look on paper. It's how I look in your mind. The reality look like this. I ended up getting off the truck about a year later, and I didn't get out. I'm still kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. While I'm trying to work this over here, because this thing over here tripping. I ain't know what's going on over here. Now I gotta work both in the meantime. Now you're working both. And 2 years passed. I'm still working my system, but it ain't pretty like I thought it was. I thought I'd be in the island somewhere, retired right now. But you're not, because it's ugly. And anytime you do something new for the first time, it's going to be ugly. It ain't pretty. It's not a pretty process. You gotta go through that learning curve. I thought I'd throw that little nugget in here for people who might be going through that transition in their life. It's gonna be real ugly. Just brace yourself for the ugly. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, hi YouTube. That's it for this video, guys. I hope this video is helpful. Also, too, wait. I want to say this, guys. I'm thinking about starting a community thing, not truckonomics, not like that, but thinking about starting a community thing where I build our truckers. We build our truckers like community, where we help each other grow and develop in more than one way, not just trucking, but trucking is mainly the subject matter. And it's gonna be like classes and stuff like that, and there'll probably be group coaching and all that stuff from me in there. But I'm trying to work some things out so I get some things going. It's gonna be a membership fee, so if you want to get involved, it will be a fee. But I'm working on getting some stuff going, guys. But be patient with me. I got a lot of stuff going on. You guys only know the stuff I had going on in the background. It's a lot of stuff. But let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But I'm thinking about working it out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I see a lot of us out here lost, man. But we'll see how I go. Anyway, YouTube. Hope this video was helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going on, Chuck. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.